can you please explain your representative animals?
That is because I don't think we talked as much about it like even in our individuals.
Right?
Yeah, and
I do all the time.
You did. Of course, that was your whole
I'm
idea.
not a cat. I'm a hedgehog. That's my usual.
Okay. So my Seinyan's is cat, but there's a catch. です. Yes, because I'm a dog that's wearing cat clothes. In Japanese, there's a phrase called neko kabutteru, right? And neko kabutteru is like when you're like pretending. You're like pretending, you know? But it's literally saying cat in the phrase. It's like neko is cat, right? And kabutteru is like putting on. So you're like putting on the cat act almost, right? But I'm a dog that's putting on the act of a cat. So yeah, that's why
So
everyone is
cute.
Seinyans. Daze. So.
Seinya, so cute.
Seinya.
For me, I actually have plans underway for a visual in time. Who knows? But for Debonaires, I've always loved monkeys. They've always been my favorite animal ever since I was a kid. And since I was a kid, I've also collected plush monkeys. So I kind of envision you as a little monkey. I imagine you as a little, not any kind of realistic monkey, no real features, just like the vaguest cartoon idea of a monkey that has a fat head and big symmetrical ears and a tail. Yeah, I just love monkeys very much. They've always made me very happy. Every time I see one, it's a good day. So I hope that you can enjoy them half as much as I do. For me, I am often compared to a dog. But in the words of someone very dear to me, I am not a dog. I am a monkey.
I wonder who you're quoting.
Who said that? Wow.
I remember I had so many ideas for it when we were brainstorming this stuff, and I was agonizing because I just loved monkeys so much, and I had so much more to say about it. And I remember Frio in particular actually was like, "Just go with the monkey." I was like, "Okay." I don't know. I think I like to think I'm silly, and I can be a little mischievous at times, a little cantankerous. Of course, you're free to see me as a dog if you so please, but you know, I'm a monkey.
For me, let's see. So I feel like I've always kind of, got a lot of snake themes, right? And I think what I like about snakes is that, there's some that can be very scary and they can have a negative connotation with them, right? But there's also, they're an extremely like common and very sweet to have, like, little house pet, right? And that range of snakes I think is really fun. So I think it represents me very well as well, how I can be a little bit of both. I've got quite the range. And so serpents are similar, we don't have a like little official like mascot thing yet, but the only, I guess, thing that people have latched onto is being a little snake. But you can be either like the cute little like snake with the the cat mouth, or like a ball python or something like that. But also, if you wanted to, you could be a big snake. You could be whatever you want to be. So I like that range.
And I guess finally for me, the animal that represents both myself and Doremin, of course, is the hedgehog. I know I've been compared very much to cats, but I think if anyone's familiar with hedgehogs and their personality, and this is kind of embarrassing to say it myself, I think it describes me and my initial shy and close personality very well. Not to mention as much, it's a reality that I have to accept that I am the smaller one of the group. So I thought...
wait, you're saying that of your own volition?
Oh my god.
Wait.
Oh.
Hold on. No, you
It's
can...
kind of...
Oh.
What are you doing?
I'm giving you a box. I'm giving you a box to stand on, okay? I'm giving you a little box. Here you go. It's only a few inches, but Merry Christmas.
Do you want to mention the other option you had, other than dogs and monkeys?
I really considered polar bears. I considered making myself a polar bear for a few reasons. Because for me, the main symbol for me is Polaris, like the Northern Star. I have a little accessory in its image on my belt. I just want to aspire to be like a guiding star to others where I can. And I like to dye my hair white. It's just my color. It makes my eyes pop. And polar bears, they have white hair, white fur. And I feel like, as the bouncer, I should probably endeavor to be a little imposing. And I think polar bears kind of have that aura to them,
I personally feel more intimidated by monkeys.
Do you?
Yeah.
But they look so... Well, actually, no, they're not actually very friendly. A lot of them, they're pretty mean. They're friendly in the stories, though, in the books.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really considered that for a while. But I had so much more... I remember we had like a little... We were organizing our ideas on a document. And the slide for polar bear had those 3 items. And then the slide for monkeys had like 10 paragraphs.
Yeah. But I think half those paragraphs were just, I just like them. I've got like a billion plushies. Really I just think they're neat.
I just think they're neat. They make me so happy. And at the end of the day, seeing people draw me with monkeys would make me happiest. So I'm glad that I went through it.
Yeah. So if you want him to be happy, you know what to do.
Yes. Monkey.
I think like in the end, like I couldn't decide between like a cat and dog to begin with. So like there's like a right, but like there was like a sable, right? And then like a sable is like a small like mammal.
Yeah.
Like a small, and it's like a marten apparently, but it's like a cat-ish sort of.
Yeah, it's kind of like in that territory of things like foxes.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's like a cat, but like a dog, but I like dog, and so yeah, no, I also gave up on that. So now it's like a cat dog.
I like this reality.
Yeah, me too.
But Seinyans are cats, so yeah. Yeah, to clarify.
For me, the one thing that I almost was, I guess, was it wasn't for too much because Snake was almost like from what day one, like makes no sense.
Yeah.
But there was a moment where I was like, I could be a frog. I could be a frog. I've got like frog-like energy.
You have frog aura.
Now you're talking like this now.
It ain't easy being green. But I'm happy with Snake.
I think it really suits you.
More.
You're a snake in the grass, Ginjoka.
Oh. Yeah.